Full-backs and wing-backs, the runners, the fighters, the lifeline of the flanks. Part 3. Football has always been a game of balance, attack and defense, risk and safety, power and creativity. And nowhere is this balance more visible than in the role of the fullback and wing-back. They live on the edge of the pitch, where the grass meets the touchline, where space is both danger and opportunity. These players are the lungs of a team, running tirelessly, defending bravely, and surging forward with courage. When you think about football's unsung heroes, your mind should drift to these wide defenders. They may not always score goals, and they may not always dominate headlines, but their impact is undeniable. In the modern game, fullbacks and wing-backs have become more than just defenders, they are playmakers, creators, and warriors rolled into one. The traditional fullback, defenders of the flanks. The traditional full-back's role is straightforward but vital: stop the wingers. When the opponent's wide players run at full speed, twisting and turning with skill, it is the fullback who stands in their path. They defend the channels, prevent crosses, and protect the spaces between them and the center back. But being a fullback is not just about one-versus-one defending. It's about stamina and concentration. They have to track runners constantly, follow overlapping movements, and make sure the defensive line stays compact. They are like shadows: wherever the winger goes, the fullback follows. Key responsibilities of a fullback. 1. One-on-one defending, stopping wingers in direct duels. 2. Blocking crosses, preventing dangerous deliveries into the box. 3. Supporting center backs, covering inside runs and maintaining defensive structure. 4. Overlapping in attack, providing width when the team has the ball. 5. Crossing, delivering balls into the striker from wide positions. A good fullback is tireless. They sprint up the pitch to support attacks and sprint back to recover defensively. That constant back and forth demands not just physical fitness but also mental toughness. The evolution, from defenders to creators. If you rewind to football in the 1980s or 1990s, fullbacks were largely defensive. Their job was to stay behind and protect. But football evolves. Today, the fullback is almost an attacker in disguise. Modern managers demand that they join forward play, overlap wingers, and even cut inside to act like midfielders. Think about Dani Alves at Barcelona, Marcelo at Real Madrid, or Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool. These players transformed the fullback role into one of creativity. Suddenly, fullbacks were not just stopping crosses, they were delivering assists, creating chances, and dictating tempo. The wing-back, fullbacks on steroids. Now we must talk about the wing-back. If a fullback is a defender who sometimes attacks, a wing-back is a midfielder who sometimes defends. Deployed in systems with 3 central defenders, wing-backs have more license to push forward. They hug the touchline, stretch the play, and provide endless runs up and down the flank. Wing-backs are crucial in modern tactics because they create width when teams play with narrow attacking midfielders. They are expected to deliver crosses, cut backs, and even score goals themselves. But at the same time, they must sprint back to defend wide counters. The job is relentless. Responsibilities of a wing-back. 1. Provide width, stay wide and stretch the opposition's defense. 2. Deliver crosses, become the main supply line for strikers. 3. Support midfield, join midfield in build-up play. 4. Defend wide counters, sprint back when possession is lost. 5. Endless stamina, cover the entire length of the flank. Repeatedly. When you watch players like Achraf Hakimi, João Cancelo, or Alphonso Davies, you see the perfect example of modern wing-backs. They run like sprinters, dribble like wingers, and fight like defenders. The physical and mental demands. It's hard to put into words just how demanding the fullback and wing-back roles are. These players are often the fittest on the pitch. They cover the most ground in matches, constantly moving between attack and defense. The mental requirement is equally intense. Every decision matters, because one mistake on the flank can open space for a dangerous cross. Unlike strikers who get second chances or midfielders who can recycle possession, a fullback who gets beaten once can cost a goal. That is why they must stay focused for the full 90 minutes. Tactical importance. White teams depend on their full-backs. 1. Defensive stability. Without reliable full-backs, teams collapse on the wings. Wingers exploit space, crosses flood in, and strikers feast. 2. Offensive creativity. In many teams, fullbacks are the main providers of assists. Their runs create overloads that unbalance defenses. 3. Shape and balance. Fullbacks dictate whether the team attacks with width or stays compact. They are like levers that control the entire system. For example, Pep Guardiola often uses his fullbacks as inverted midfielders, tucking inside to create possession superiority. On the other hand, managers like Antonio Conte rely heavily on attacking wing-backs who bomb forward constantly. Legendary full-backs and wing-backs. Cafu, Brazil, the original engine on the right flank. Tireless, technical, and fearless. Roberto Carlos, Brazil, explosive power, thunderous shots, unmatched speed. Dani Alves, Brazil, a magician with passing and crossing, redefining creativity from the back. Ashley Cole, England, perhaps the most complete defensive left-back of his era. Marcelo, Brazil, flair, creativity, unpredictability, and heart. Trent Alexander-Arnold, England, a playmaker in disguise, delivering passes and crosses like a midfielder. Alphonso Davies, Canada, blistering pace and attacking instinct combined with defensive grit. These names remind us that wide defenders can be just as iconic as strikers and midfielders. The emotional core of the role. What's truly special about full-backs and wing-backs is their selflessness. They rarely get the spotlight. They do the running, the covering, the dirty work. Their contributions are often invisible, until you lose them. When a team lacks a strong fullback, the whole structure crumbles. Supporters may scream for goals, but deep down, they know the truth: the wide defenders are the lifeline. They are the ones who close down space when danger looms, and they are the ones who push forward to ignite hope. Their effort is constant, their sacrifice quiet, their courage relentless. Training a fullback, wing-back. Developing a top fullback requires a mix of skills. Stamina drills, endless running and recovery training. Tactical drills, one-on-one defending, pressing triggers, covering angles. Technical work, crossing, dribbling, passing under pressure. Mental toughness, learning to recover after mistakes and stay sharp. A young player who dreams of being a fullback must embrace the grind. They must accept that their role is both glamorous and thankless. But those who love the game deeply find joy in being the heartbeat of the flanks. Closing thoughts, the lifeline of the modern game. The fullback and wingback are no longer just defenders. They are creators, leaders, fighters, and runners. They embody the endless energy and tactical intelligence that defines football today. Without them, modern football would collapse into narrowness and predictability. So next time you watch a match, don't just follow the striker or the playmaker. Watch the sidelines. Watch the warriors on the edges of the pitch. See their runs, their tackles, their recoveries, and their crosses. Respect them, because they are the reason football flows. And if this deep dive into the world of fullbacks and wingbacks inspired you, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more passionate football breakdowns, comment your favorite fullback of all time, and share this with your football-loving friends. Let's honor the tireless fighters of the flanks together.